The Lord tells us over and over and over and over again, stop judging, be merciful, forgive. And yet, we cling to our unforgiveness. We hold on to it because we think it'll give us power over someone else. They've hurt me and now I'm going to hold on to it. And yet unforgiveness is what? It's like you hurt me, so I'm going to drink poison. Well, it doesn't hurt them at all. It only hurts us. And the Lord shows us that we're only able to receive His mercy if we are merciful. Not because He's saying, well, you're not merciful, so I'm not going to give it to you. No, He's always pouring it out, but we can't receive it. We're not open to it. And He's saying, I want you to be like me. That's the whole point of our life, is to grow. We were made in the image and likeness of God. We need to grow in what that means. That's the point of this whole life. And so He says, be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. To be like Him. To be like God in mercy. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. That we share in His nature when we are merciful. And a lot of times we think, well, okay, I'll be merciful to this person, they struggled or whatever, I'll be merciful to this person, but not this person, they don't deserve it. Well, mercy isn't mercy if the person deserves it. Mercy is only mercy if it's not deserved. Otherwise, it would be justice. Mercy is for those who don't deserve it. And the Lord says, do that. Just before this section I went and read, it says, okay, what's going on before, going on after. Just before this section, Jesus has that really difficult one, He says, love your enemies, do good for those who hate you. What? I have to do good for this person after what they did to me? That's the command of Jesus. That is not the suggestion. That's the command of Jesus. And that, my dear sisters and brothers, is hard. I forget who it was I was reading had gone into one of these prisons, and there was a Muslim man there, and she was talking with the Muslim man about faith and stuff, and she says, you Catholics, you've got it easy. You've got it so easy. All you have to, we Muslims, we fast. And when we fast, it's from first thing in the morning, as soon as the sun comes up, till the sun goes down. When it's light out, we don't eat, we don't drink water, we don't do anything. You guys, you're fasting, what, twice a year? Where all you have to do, you have one full meal and then maybe 2 other small snacks, and you can drink water all day? That's silly. That's foolish. That's weak. And so the sister who was talking to him said, well, yeah, okay, maybe we don't fast as much as the Muslims do, and maybe we could work on that. But if I give you one thing to do that we Catholics are commanded to do by Jesus, when I come back in 2 weeks, if you've done that well, then you can say, okay, yeah, Catholics don't have it very hard. He says, okay, what is it? He says, love your enemies. He was thinking about the people that hurt him in this prison, the struggles that he had. It's like, I can't love them. And she said, well, if you struggle with that, okay, now you see that maybe we're not as good at fasting as you, but it's not like it's an easy thing to be a Catholic. We look at him and say, God is calling us to do things that are hard, but He's commanding us. Be merciful. Forgive. Stop judging. Stop condemning. Why? Not because He's the demanding taskmaster, but because He wants us to be who we were made to be, in the image and likeness of God, to be like our Father. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful.